I'm Anya.
And I'm Maddie.
And we're Tweeks.
Tween
Geeks.
So at Comic-Con, we got a chance to meet some really cool women from the comics industry.
They're living the geek dream. They're so lucky.
And we're lucky because we got to sit down and chat with Toole.
Anne is the author of the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, an Emmy-winning modernized version of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. She also writes video game scripts, like Lost Girl, the game.
And she's also the author of an 8-issue webcomic called The Crystal Cadets.
It's about girls who are superheroes.
It's about a middle schooler named Zoe who suddenly gets these magical powers from a crystal and has to team up with other girls.
So let's meet Anne. Hi, we're the Tweeks, and we are with...
Toole.
And you are a comic book author, correct?
Yes, I'm a writer for a upcoming comic called Crystal Cadets, and I also write video games and web series and TV when I can.
That's really cool. Are you just a writer for the comic books, or do you draw too?
I decidedly cannot draw. It is very comical how terrible my drawing is. I'm working with another artist, and I had to sort of draw what I intended for him to draw, and I'm sure you could draw better in your sleep, honestly.
So, we are big fans of the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. Can you tell us anything about that?
Yeah, it was so much fun working on the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. We had a team of writers. We had a writer's room, and Bernie Sue was our head writer, and we would all get together and develop great ideas for the next month, and then we would each write our episodes and sometimes not step on each other's toes. Sometimes we did. It happened. And yeah, we had 100 episodes, and we won an Emmy, and it was the most amazing experience I never expected to have. So,
let me guess, you're a big fan of Pride and Prejudice.
Yes, I actually played the role of Lydia in high school, so I had a special soft spot for Lydia.
So, for those of you who don't know what this is about, can you tell us a little bit about what the Lizzie Bennet Diaries is?
Well, Lizzie Bennet Diaries is a modern-day adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. It is a transmedia property, so it had a web series, it had Twitter feeds supporting it, and there was actually a novelization that was published just a few weeks ago, written by our head writer and Kate Rorick, and they're actually announced a sequel to the novel, so there's going to be another one next year. So, and of course, they are continuing to do adaptations of Jane Austen's book, including Emma, which is what they're currently doing right now.
So what is Crystal Cadets about?
Crystal Cadets is about a group of 7 girls who inherit magical powers through crystals, naturally, and they band together to fight the forces of darkness, who is personified in a young girl named Emmy.
Can you give us any, not spoilers, but sneak peeks for the upcoming book?
Well, it begins with a girl named Zoe, and it's her 12th birthday, and she discovers a crystal, and she has no idea what it means, and before she knows it, she's being attacked by darkness, and more importantly, the darkness takes over her adoptive parents, and so she realizes she has to join forces with them with the other cadets to make sure that she can save them.
That sounds like a good book. I'm going to have to read that. Okay, so do the other Crystal Cadets find the gem, or did they already know that they were Crystal Cadets?
It varies. Each one finds them in different ways. So Zoe discovers it in a book that her biological mom left for her, and others have found it either they discovered it in their heirlooms, or they had it as a necklace. But part of the initial arc is about going and finding them, because many of them don't know what they have and don't know what's going on. So it's about finding them and also finding out what they're going to do with them, because you could do good things and bad things with it. So
yeah, that beginning part, that sounds like the TV show Winx Club, where it's one girl with her adopted parents, and someone comes and attacks her, and she finds out she has these magical powers, and then she has to team up with other girls her age and fight crime.
Well, there's not so much crime, it's a mystical darkness that's in all of us.
Yeah. What it reminded me of is a mix between the Winx Club and this other show on Cartoon Network I really like called Steven Universe. This kid named Steven, and he finds out that his mom was part of a group of girl superheroes named the Crystal Gems.
Oh my god.
And so they have like these gems like on random parts of their body. Like one has it on her belly button, one has it on her hand, one has it on her forehead. And it's a really great show, but I think like those are 2 of my favorite shows ever. So I think I'm really gonna like this Crystal Cadets thing.
Well, that's good. That's great.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter.